In this video, I'll be recapping my stream from this morning. If you didn't know, I stream live every day, Monday through Friday on my main channel, Trades by Matt, at 8:30 in the morning. So come hang out, subscribe over there, come hang out. I found one trade to take. It was a cheap trade, one I would take whenever. I also go over the fact that I was denied a payout for breaking a rule. We'll go over that in depth. And I'll have a nice rant on why you should always just have a live account if you don't like any of the companies that are out there, or just go to a company that you do like. Full on rant about that as well. So please sit back and enjoy. Yo, good morning. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a good day so far. Okay, we got a lot to talk about today. First things first, Rhythmic is apparently having problems. So I have my live account up. I'm not trading my Apex accounts right now. My Apex accounts are chilling. I have this up to monitor if Rhythmic is doing anything crazy, so I can pull it over and get that fixed. Sitting at 12,500, just basically $248,935 of net P&L profit on these accounts as of right now. This is day 69. We'll talk more about everything else in a little bit regarding that. But I did want to say that I will not be trading Rhythmic as of right now until Apex announces in their Discord if it's fixed. But as of right now, yeah, I'm trading on my edge cleared dormant account. We ended up trading on the overnights that 680 level I was talking about yesterday when we were making the move down. So we ended up bouncing off of it. We pumped out of it decently, kind of middle of the range right now. I don't really know where that leaves us, to be honest. Above the overnight highs, you think we grind, right? So above 785, you think we go up. Definitely if we can get the 80 to 20 rotation, 785 to value area low from yesterday, 820s. Maybe a little rotation off of 820s, come back in, gain it, and then rip up to the 70s, 80s would look pretty decent for upside moves. Downside moves, cracking back below VWAP. Overnight lows at 655, that's pretty aggressive. But that's my tentative plays right now. Prepared for up, prepared for down. See what happens and ride the wave, you know? Markets are about to open. Good luck. Be smart, be patient. Let's have a day. All right, there's VWAP. I like to wait the first 15 minutes of the day. Most of you probably know that, but I just like to let everything kind of shake out a little bit, figure out what it wants to do, and attack it from there. I don't really like being a part of the first, 5, 10, 15 minutes of weird volatility that doesn't really usually seem to have a whole lot of rhyme or reason to it. Thursday, May 30th, dad joke of the day. Here we go. Of course. And I got some Travis Scott reverse mochas that I'm wearing in Vegas to go with the all right, May 30th, Thursday. Ban pre-shredded ban pre-shredded cheese. Make America great again. Damn it. That one had so much potential, dude. What a top tier joke. And just, okay, to be fair, I want you all to try really quickly. I want you all to try and say ban pre-shredded cheese fast. Or in any capacity. It's kind of a tongue twister. Get a job, Matt. You don't like my jokes? Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out in here, Jim. I'll continue to tell you a bad joke every single day. Nice little bounce off the 1 standard deviation. Back up into VWAP. Not a ton of buyers, but enough. Have you had a chance to watch the Apex video on potential changes? I have. I don't know why they would even, I don't even know why they would want a vote on any of that. Like, the answer is duh. Duh. Of course we want 8-day payouts periods instead of 10. Of course we want same-day processing as opposed to payout periods. Duh. Publicity stunt. Yeah, I think it's, I think Apex has had a really I think they've done a really poor job the last 3 weeks with PR. I think they had a really good opportunity to like everything that they've done, I think needs to be done, obviously. I think it, like, reading through all of the, or watching through those schemes and scams that people are running and stuff like that. One, I was like kind of shocked, and then at the same time I was like, I'm not shocked at all that people are doing this. Like, I'm actually not shocked in the slightest. All of that type of stuff does need to, it needs to be gone. Get those trash people out of here. I see it all the time in my comments. I have to delete them all the time on YouTube, by the way. I think that all that stuff needs to be gone. I'm not shocked in the slightest that they are obviously having massive growth right now, and they don't have the staff to handle it. But again, it's like, maybe say that, like, say all the stuff about hiring and stuff like that. Say that first and work through the payout periods and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't need to be an hour-long video in order to get to that point, in my opinion. Sounds like an excuse. And here's the thing, guys. You're allowed to say whatever you want. That's the beauty of the internet. They literally showed receipts on most of the stuff. So say what you want. Go watch the hour video or don't. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. There's a lot of locations that are not allowed to trade with the MLL, money laundering, something else. AML, anti-money laundering, something like that. A lot of like household fraud going on. Obviously, like, bots have become hugely popular. I've seen them all over social media. Those are not allowed. Like, all that type of stuff. I'm not shocked. You have to address it, right? When you're getting an audience that is looking for really cheap stuff and a lot of it, and to make a lot of money out of it, like, you're gonna pick up people doing that type of stuff. I have no problem with that at all. I think the biggest thing for me is just say it better. You don't need to do an hour-long PowerPoint presentation to get the point across. I mean, God, hire, like, I don't want to put more on your plate, but hire editor Andrew to make a goddamn video that's 10 minutes long that covers all of it, literally all of it. So I think that they have some serious work to do there. I think that the changes are obviously all good. I'll talk about one change that I want to see personally. Like, yes, make it 8-day payouts. Yes, do after 5 payouts instead of 6, it's open-ended, right? Right now it's 6. Make it 5. Why not? Do no payout periods. I think that will help a lot of problems, is no payout periods, because right now they're just slamming thousands and tens of thousands of requests all into a 5-day period. Like, what are you expecting? That's like the ultimate bottleneck, just coming from like a supply chain perspective. Like, you're literally trying to shove everything through one tiny hole all at once. It's not going to work. Pause. Yeah, no Diddy, or whatever the right word there is. That being said, I think the ideas are good. I know that they're dealing with a lot of really shitty people. And the reason I know that's because I deal with a lot of really shitty people. I deal with a lot of terrible people, and I don't really have that much skin in the game, you know? That being said, I made this whole like long tweet. It was technically over the 4,000 character limit. Like, your boy actually put on his writing hands for this one, just because I wanted it to be pretty in depth. I don't even know how you see how many characters it was. I think it was like 4,400 characters or something like that. Twitter allows for 4,000. But I figure I'll just like read it or show it here, because I think I did a pretty good job explaining everything on something that I want to see changed. Then we'll hop over in just a second back to trading. Let's get into it. My payout was denied. I think I'm just going to read this. I think it's the best way to do it. Y'all can read that, right? My 40,000 payout was denied. I requested in the attached tweet. I was going to put this on Twitter. I just literally copy and pasted it onto Google Docs. I've learned a couple things through the process. First, I don't think it does myself any good emotionally or those following any good to give my write-up on the pay period before full approval has been made. That's on me. I, of course, have been excited and been trying my hardest to give the true highs and the true lows of this journey, i.e. last Friday, or 2 Thursdays and Fridays ago, I had withdrawal, and then the very next day was my worst trading day of my career, minus 91,000, right? So I'm really trying my best to showcase the highs and lows here. So I think that moving forward, I've been doing the write-up when I request over the last 10 days. If you follow me on Twitter or here on the community pages, you've been seeing those, and I'll just wait till they're approved from here on out. I don't think that, like, because then I won't have to do this whole situation, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I was thinking about it a lot. I got the denial last night at midnight, or 11 p.m. or something like that. Moving forward, I'll update you after it's been approved. I still think there's value in doing it. Man, I'm over here doing an Apex presentation after I just talked a bunch of trash on them reading off of off of PowerPoints. All right. So why was I denied? Per the NDA, we all sign if you get a PA account. I'm not sure if I'm really supposed to be saying any of this, but I want to show the full picture. I was denied for DCA, which stands for dollar cost averaging. In the Apex universe, this means adding to a losing trade in any capacity beyond the one allowed additional entry when your trade is red. So right now, the way they have it, if I enter a trade at 850, the trade goes down to 840. I'm allowed to add one time at 840. If I add a second time at 841 or 839, that is now DCA. I broke a rule. So for me, I believe that this trade was done before the public announcement was made. That like weird update that was like everybody lost their tits about, which are still in the chat losing their tits about right now. I think that happened April 14th, and the trade would have happened before that. The only one I remember was a 3 contract trade that I played a zone on, and that's the only one I remember. That being said, I am trading a lot of accounts right now. I'm trading all of my 20 Apex accounts. I have my live account, a few other props accounts. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of different trades. So honestly, that's what I remember. I'm not really going to go, like, I wasn't told what day it was or what trade it was, and I'm not really going to go back into it. Either way, it was in the rules that I agreed to even before that update was released, and I did not follow them because I had more than one additional entry on the losing trade. Here's like literally it's been part of the rules since I signed up. I knew that. I still didn't follow it because everybody's like kind of getting away with it off of like a 3 contract trade or whatever, and it's not the case, right? Since the rules have been reinstated, obviously I've been using like a hard stop and a take profit on every single trade. I have not DCA'd. I feel very confident, and I'll talk about this later, moving forward on my payouts. The only one I'm iffy on is that Friday that I got super tilted because I started sizing up a little bit, but we'll see. So what's the takeaway here? If you want to trade on Apex, you cannot enter more than one additional time if the position is red. Doesn't matter if it's micros, doesn't matter if you're not using full max position size per account, doesn't matter how many times you add. Doesn't matter if you're playing a zone, which it doesn't matter. They don't see it that way from my experience. Now, obviously, I'm going to be extreme here in what I'm saying to stay away from, because I don't want there to be a question in my mind or yours. I think there needs to be a hard line, right? Do this, don't do that. It's their house, their rules, right? Their company. We're signing up and we're playing with it, right? It's not my desire to try and go against it. I want to play with the rules so I get paid out. That being said, and I think this is the very important part, if you need to DCA trade, if you need to dollar cost average, if your whole strategy is averaging into losers, 1, God bless your soul. 2, if it's your way of trading, honest to God, I don't think Apex is the right spot for you. I know a lot of people in here think it's their best way of trading. A lot of people in here are really butthurt that they can't do it. Valid. Be butthurt. At the end of the day, though, it's not your company. Go somewhere else. There's so many other companies out there right now that want you. They want your business, period. I still think Apex is an amazing scalper's paradise, and I stand by that. But if you need a DCA, I don't think it's for you. If you need to average into every single one of your trades, if every single trade that you take is like you're averaging into losers, max size or whatever, if you're like super hurt and you feel personally targeted that they don't want you trading for them, like I don't know what to tell you other than just like, go somewhere else, honestly. I don't think they care. I think that there's so much money in this industry that we're currently in across the board that why waste your emotional time and effort? To be perfectly honest, why waste your emotional time and effort fighting something that will not change because you are a single cog, right? Go somewhere else that allows whatever you want to happen. There's someone somewhere that allows it, right? Whether it's one of the big 3, big 4 that have been around a long time, I don't know the answer to that. But go somewhere else. There's a million other companies. That doesn't mean like you need to go like bandwagon, my company is the best, yada, 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 because at the end of the day, they don't know you, they don't care you. They care about you, right? Now, what would I love to see? I personally, like, obviously those changes that they were talking about in the PowerPoint yesterday that I was referencing earlier, those are great. But I would love to see daily metrics implemented to the dashboard to know if I broke a rule or not and how many extra days I need to trade to make sure it's not a problem during my payout request. It's obviously just my 2 cents based on what I'm experiencing right now, but like, I would love to see that happen. Obviously that requires some coding, some automation. I'm expecting it to take time, etc. I would love to see it though. I think a lot of people probably would. That way they know right away, like if you're flagged or not, as opposed to having to wait for the whole payout period. Like I've been waiting for a long time, right? To figure out that I didn't get it. That being said, I'm in the business of payouts and extracting value, and I believe there's still a lot here. I still have all my accounts, which I just showed you. still have all my accounts. I have 250,000 sitting in profits right now, not including withdrawals. So for me, it means I need to continue to adapt, like I've been doing the last 2 weeks with having like my hard stops in place, which are not even required. But like, again, I don't want there to be a single question on why I'm not getting a payout in my mind, right? Hard stops in place, no DCA, kill trades when I need to kill them, all those things, right? And then, like I said, to be fair, this next payout cycle, I have no idea if I'm gonna get paid out for, because I did size up when I was going on tilt. So who knows? I didn't DCA. I successfully killed trades. I didn't add more than once or whatever, but I did like start throwing size in there. So I have no idea what happens this next time. But after that, I don't want there to be a question in my mind. Situations like this offer two outcomes for a person. You can be pissed off, angry, doing how they did you wrong. You're going to get everybody in the world against them. Join my prop instead, whatever. Be a quitter. Or you can dig deep, follow the house rules, and get paid large amounts of money. For me, I choose option 2. I got 250,000 sitting on the side. I want that money. I'm going to get that money, right? Like, I'm going to follow the rules to a freaking T, and I'm going to get that money that is set aside for me right now. So I think that's like, at the end of the day, those are those are the two options, right? I guess there's really 3 options. You can just like say, I'm a DCA type trader and I'm going to go somewhere else, right? That's option 1. I think that's a great option. Option 2 is like, I'm going to be all pissy and like try and get the world against everybody else and start a war. And I don't think that's a very good option. Or 3, you just like take it to the chin and move on, which is what I'm trying to do. Just like a red day in trading. This is now water under the bridge for me, onward and upward. Literally, it's just like a red day for me. I'm trying to treat it the exact same way. There's so much still potential out there.
Apex should start denying for the 1-day end pay rest.
I don't know what that says. I'll have to look at it in a second when I pull the chat up. Successfully pulled out 200,000 this year. I'm obviously excited to keep elevating my trading and making massive payouts. That's my goal. I want big payouts. At this point, it's just 2 more days for the next payout request anyways. I'm at day 69. Overall, it's a good thing for me. Yes, I'm delayed a couple of weeks for my money, but my real goals are bigger than 1 payout, and that stands to be the biggest truth yet. I said it yesterday, and I'll say it again right now. I want to be the best trader out there. And having to have discipline to follow rules and execute at a high level is what makes that happen. So get after it and good luck with your trading. That's my full, like, I wanted a full Twitter thing. That's my full, like, deal on it all. And look, we're still chopping VWAP. Thank you, market gods, for allowing me to chat for 15 minutes. That's where I stand. You're not going to hear me talk about it again. It's water under the bridge. What you are going to hear me talk about is how aggressively I am trying to be disciplined. How aggressively I can be the best version of myself and best trader of myself I can possibly be. You're going to hear me talk about taking A+ setups and being patient and trying to be as smart as I can be. I don't want to DCA. Every bad day I've ever had in my trading career has been from aggressively sizing up and DCAing. So I don't want to do that. Straight up. I know it's in my best interest to not do that. Again, like I said, I know that there are people out there who do it successfully. I also know that there are people out there who claim that they do it successfully who have also had massive blowups from doing that exact same thing. So maybe they changed their whole system and are still using the same strategies and it works for them. But I know for a fact that it has gone bad in people's faces and now they claim that it's still the best thing ever. And like, for me, I just don't believe that. So I don't want to blow up. I don't want to go on tilt. I don't want to blow up, right? We put parameters in our place to prevent those things from happening. I now have like daily loss limits on my Rhythmic account, max lost out, right? To prevent that from happening. I don't want to size into a ton of trades and things like that. So, live and learn. It's a 2-week sort of situation for me of living and learning. And that's it. On to the next. What happens to 40K? It's still in my account. That's what I was just saying. Like, I was denied a payout. All of the money is still there. You notice that $2,000 just never went away, right? So all of my money is still there. I think in a perfect world, if they had more staff.
Deny 1-day mistake was made, but pay for the 9 days.
See, and that's the thing though, is that like, how do they know that you want that still, right? So I think and that's kind of what I was getting at. If they had more staff, for me, it's like, well, still fulfill my, literally take out the $500, still fulfill my max payout, and I'll just be left with less in my accounts. But how are they going to know that I want that prior to doing that, right? So there's always like this, whatever. There's always a better outcome. Always. No matter what prop firm you're at, there's always something that you want different. That's just life and business at the end of the day. But all of my money's still here. I'm at 62,500 across the board. My equity P&L high was 64. or just under 64. So I'm still rocking and rolling. Ultimately, the denial just means that you reset your trading days. Exactly. Which I've already been trading. So like for me, I'm on day 69. Tomorrow's day 70. That means that tomorrow, which is the 31st, I will have had 10 trading days. So on the 1st, I can technically submit another payout. It's just that those 10 days basically are just like that I was waiting are just a scratch. There's just nothing that I got from it. I don't lose any money in my account. I lose the time and kind of the emotional, like, am I going to get paid? Am I going to get paid? I lose that, but it's just a delay. It's literally just a delay. I still have my accounts. I still have all the money in my accounts, and I won't be doing that anymore. Like straight up, I don't want a 3 contract position anymore. And just because I have a great equity curve and a great, great stats doesn't mean that a blow up can't happen from DCAing. It's the goddamn truth. I mean, he literally showed that guy that was up like 50,000 per account or something and lost $1 million in a day. I mean, the receipts are there. I don't want to be that receipt. I don't want my account that I'm trading to be the freaking example. I don't want that. A lot of people will say it's not looking out for your best interest. Call it what you will. I mean, those types of people, like, I can't change your mind. I'm not trying to change your mind. I can only say for me. And the only thing I can say for you is just go somewhere else if it bothers you. And number one, and this is the biggest thing for all of you out there who are just constant about everything, every single prop firm, every single trading environment, everything. This is for you. Trade your own account. Just go open up a live account and trade it. If you don't have the money to do that, stop being a honestly, open up a live account. Like, it's not that hard to do. You can literally open it up in like a day or less than a day. Hit up our boys at Edge Clear. They're gonna love to help you out. But my God, the amount of that I see online and in here sometimes from people who are complaining about prop firms that are giving us, honestly, amazing access to a lot of money, right? They bitch. Just go open your own live account. And guess what? You can do whatever the hell you want when it's your money. You can DCA up a storm. You can trade without a stop loss. You can do whatever you want. We'll see how long you keep it. But you can do whatever you want. If you don't like Top Step, go find another company. If you don't like Apex, go find another company. If you don't like My Funded Futures, go find another company. If you don't like Bullnox, go find another freaking company. And if you don't like any of them, open your own account. Be a trader. Be a real trader. Who cares if prop firms take you to a live account? It's about you opening your live account. That's the only way you'll ever be a real trader. I said it. Bro, chill. Honestly, no. I'm not going to. I think it's very important. We're still chopping VWAP. I mean, I'm ranting over here, hoping that we kind of break out of it from the rant, but we're still chopping VWAP. Apex rules are predatory. Every prop firm has predatory rules. They are a business. Hey, look. And now we're dumping. The rant's working. It blows my mind that people will actively use all of their emotions, all of their mental capacity to not even try and get better at trading, but just to complain all the time. When at the end of the day, there's a very big solution, which is just go open a live account. That is the solution. The solution to annoying prop firms is to go trade your own money. We got sellers. Man, I like to think that I joined the party here at IB on a crack, but it's so hard to do that. And I like to think that I trade the retest of it with sellers looking like this, but this is honestly the type of me that probably doesn't retrade. Something like this could be interesting if I get the fill. But like I said, this is like the type of thing where we start getting the acceleration, and I just don't know if it happens. It's only a 12-point kick back up, but it's not unheard of by any means, but like overnight lows are absolutely a magnet right now. Like honestly, close here. I'm fine with the 70 close. Next candle goes up, trades IBL, rotates back overnight lows. I'm taking that off. I imagine that this, we got some buyers here. I kind of think this kind of probably floats it. Seems like a pretty cheap trade, to be honest, but we got a lot of juice here. There's the overnight lows. Real quick, I do want to say thank you for bearing with me on all the stuff earlier. I know it's a lot, and I know it's annoying for a lot of people who are it doesn't involve in the slightest. I know it's annoying to have to hear about it, so I apologize, and I do say thank you for bearing with me on everything. I'm gonna put this on still. No IBL test. Not a true one. I mean, it's very freaking close. Probably close enough. We go back down and yeah, we take the top of the range here. I should have just left it on. That's on me. I don't know if I would have gotten filled. I don't know where my entry was. You wouldn't have gotten it? Good. Thank you. Makes me feel better. We're hanging out the overnight lows. Buyers are kind of looking all right. Retest of like 54, I think is pretty interesting. Give it 10 points-ish, maybe. Risking 120 bucks doesn't seem terrible here with the way that Delta's looking. It's pretty tight. I could even make it even tighter, honestly. 115 bucks to go for either 200 or even like 360 realistically. I think that looks pretty nice. Top of the little range. But I think I just missed my fill by 2 points. Maybe not. I'm filled out. Insta stop out. Potential. Very potential. Looks like I'm going to be insta stopped. We got juice down below. It's just a cheap trade. It's why I'm taking it right now. Delta's looking good enough for a cheap trade. Basically, $100 of risk is worth it for me to give it a shot back to the top of the range, but there's the stop out. Minus 120. This is not copy traded. This is just on one account. Yeah, man. Someone asked if it's more or less stressful trading on your real account. Less money, but it's your money. I would say prior to the last run, I would say more stressful. Mostly because like I was trading a similar size. Now my brain is just so used to the larger numbers that the smaller numbers like that, where I'm not trading multiple contracts, if I'm trading a single like that, it's very easy for me to execute a trade like that I feel comfortable with. So a lot less nervous. I don't know if that makes sense, if I even really answered your question, but yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. Good luck, be smart, be patient. Tomorrow is one day closer and 1 week away from Vegas. Can't wait. All right, boys. Look, we're pumping a little bit. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll also see you in the Discord. Thanks for listening. Good luck. Be smart, be patient. See you tomorrow.